Most men spend their Sundays sitting on the couch, watching millionaires play sports. They know the stats, they track the injury reports, and they manage their fantasy teams down to the decimal. But if you ask them how to evaluate a private commercial real estate deal or how to implement a tax strategy using opportunity zones, the room gets quiet. Even hitting the financial milestone of becoming an accredited investor is just a starting line. It gives you the legal qualification to see private investments, but it doesn't hand you a strategy, and it certainly doesn't guarantee you access to high-quality deal flow. Pouring your mental energy into passive entertainment is a leak in your financial potential. It is time spent watching a game instead of actively using your leverage to build something permanent. When high net worth individuals actually try to step off the sidelines and invest in real estate, they immediately hit a wall of operational friction. It is a fragmented industry filled with endless paperwork and intermediaries. The standard institutional solution is the traditional blind pool fund. You hand over your capital and surrender total control, meaning you don't actually get to pick which specific properties your money buys. This rigid system also includes a built-in financial drain. Traditional funds charge you asset management fees, meaning you are literally paying them a percentage for your capital to sit idle while they look for a deal. Breaking this cycle requires a behavioral shift. It means stopping the fantasy sports analysis and treating wealth building like a real-life game of Monopoly, underwriting real physical assets, securing cash flow, and making strategic moves as an owner. Escaping the fee-heavy, fragmented nature of traditional real estate requires a modernized mechanism for allocating your capital. This is Titan 23 LLC. It's a private real estate fund engineered to eliminate blind pools and consolidate the entire investing process onto a single dashboard. Rather than relying on gut feelings or slow analyst teams, Titan 23 partners with Landshark Mastermind to acquire properties using customized artificial intelligence. This system, Deal Hunter, acts as a virtual assistant that instantly filters bad deals, underwrites financials, and analyzes risks. Unlike sluggish manual pipelines, Deal Hunter processes massive data volumes through this central node, isolating viable properties at unprecedented speed. This velocity of algorithmic deal selection is the prerequisite for giving investors high-confidence a la carte choices without the usual lag time. When you log into the Titan 23 dashboard, you aren't looking at a vague pool of money. You handpick specific real estate debt and equity deals to build a custom portfolio. For large-scale capital or funds of funds pooling money together, Titan 23 offers specific allocation structures, like their A3 tier, which safely fractionalizes these investments. This allows you to deploy heavy capital by slicing a massive commercial building into manageable shares, knowing every single dollar remains directly backed by physical, tangible real estate. Because you retain total control over exactly where your money is placed, you never pay asset management fees on unallocated capital. If your money is sitting in the fund waiting for the right deal, it is not being drained by fees. This structure grants accredited investors the strategic control of an owner without the administrative burden of being a landlord. Titan 23 diversifies across 7 distinct asset classes. On the right, the timeline outlines an 18-month window to stabilize the property and 36 months to recapture capital. On the left, investors receive a 10% preferred return, targeting a 20 to 22% IRR. These institutional-grade metrics are achievable specifically because of an operator-led value-add strategy that acquires and positions these assets for a strategic exit. Algorithms create the map, but executing a 36-month stabilization plan requires a level of human oversight that data points cannot replicate. The strategy is executed by seasoned operators. Catherine Bell, specializing in large-scale development, this team applies their experience in land stewardship and property development to turn liquid capital into generational assets. Focusing on these tangible foundations, they aim to secure the American dream for their investor partners. True financial leverage requires both halves of the equation: the raw processing power of cutting-edge AI systems guided by the judgment of impact-driven operators. Which brings us back to Sunday. You can spend it passively consuming entertainment, or you can spend it actively producing wealth and opportunity. You have a choice. You can remain a spectator, reacting to events you don't control, or you can become an owner, building a custom portfolio of cash-flowing physical assets. Stop watching the game and start owning the board. Comment Titan to access the Sunday webinar and step into the room.